Why is using subbies long term in construction such a big problem? As you'd expect, it all comes back to tax and people not paying up. The Construction Industry Scheme, CIS, came about in 1971 as an attempt to stop subcontractors getting away with not paying any tax. Because until then, subcontractors were paid gross, with very little or no tax being paid across to HMRC. And as you can imagine, they didn't like that. The original scheme has evolved since then, but what happened in the 1990s is how I can answer that question. Today's problem originates from the old CIS 4 and 6 cards. What happened was that the subcontractors' CIS cards were being treated as an automatic indicator of self-employment by whoever engaged them. HMRC was worried that construction firms weren't correctly classifying their workforces as subcontractors or as employees. This then prompted HMRC to open status inquiries into companies they believed were using subcontractors who were, to be fair, just disguised employees and were then avoiding paying the correct amounts of tax and national insurance. It is widely believed that using a payroll or an umbrella company is the only way to use subbies long term and also keep HMRC happy. But that is a load of bollocks. Before I get into why, let me just say this. Using a payroll company to de-risk the chances of your subbies being reclassified as employees does work. But when you use a payroll company, the risk of your subbies being seen as disguised as employees doesn't go away, it just becomes the payroll company's problem. That's not necessarily a bad thing for you, but I've worked in the industry long enough to see payroll companies manage to make it a bad thing for you. So how can the payroll companies pay your subcontractors long term and keep HMRC happy, but for some reason you can't? You can. They'll never tell you this, but all the payroll companies do to protect themselves is put a contract in place between them and the subcontractors which demonstrates that they are genuinely self-employed. We know this because before we were hard hats, as you know it now, we were a payroll company. And now we're here spilling industry secrets like the fact that these contracts aren't a payroll company exclusive. They just dress them up to make you believe charging your subcontractors loads of money for the privilege of being paid is okay. They make out that breaking the contractual chain between you and the subcontractors is the only way for you to use subbies long term. If you want to use subcontractors long term and keep HMRC happy, just copy what the payroll companies do. Put a contract in place that truly reflects the working relationship so how you work with the subcontractors can't be misinterpreted. It will save you and the subbies money and massively improve your cash flow. I know it's not as simple as just writing a contract up if you've got no experience. So, if you want, you can grab a free copy of our book, How to Use Subcontractors Long Term and Keep HMRC Happy Without Using a Payroll Company. It'll help you if you think you can find it hard to prove your subcontractors are genuinely self-employed. You value your business enough to want to act compliantly in the eyes of HMRC. You want to keep HMRC happy and you want to keep control of your payroll. And you value your subcontractors enough to not want them to lose £15 a week just to get paid. I'll pop the link below. Or, for the cost of a bacon sarnie per week, Hard Hats guarantees you can use your subcontractors long term and keep HMRC happy. Just get in touch and we can have an honest discussion about your setup.